What's up? It's Billy Briz. You can follow me over on Twitter at Getting Bills. We are going to be previewing this Arizona Cardinals versus LA Rams game. We have the LA Rams on the road, though. It's been a twofold for this Cardinals team: 10-2 record overall, 9-3 ATS record. Most of their damage has been done on the road. 7-0 ATS, the best road record in the NFL. The Rams, they've been struggling in the later parts of the year so far, only going 1-5 ATS over their last 6 games. Even though they have a 4-2 record on the road this season, they have only gone 2-4 ATS on the road. Historically, though, the Rams have owned this divisional matchup, winning 8 out of the last 10 games. But those were some really bad Cardinals team. I think that's a skewed stat. I think this is a different Cardinals team that is pushing for Super Bowl aspirations this year. But the first guy that we're going to be looking at here is Kyler Murray. The Rams on paper, it's a bad matchup considering they give the 6th fewest fantasy points to the quarterback position. But at Murray's lead, this Cardinals team is kind of matchup proof with the dual threat ability and pace of play. Last week, there were rumblings in the betting community about him being limited rushing wise, but he proved the doubters wrong, running the ball 10 times for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns, and also having 2 passing touchdowns. The Cardinals' offense, aggressive attack, is always fantasy friendly for ownership. For owners, ranking 3rd in scoring, averaging 28.6 points per game. Murray has had 11 total touchdowns over his last 4 games. Love me some Kyler Murray on tonight's slate. The second guy that we're going to be looking at here, though, is DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins did DeAndre Hopkins things in his return last week for the Cardinals, just producing touchdowns, scoring 5 out of his last 6 games. As the team has gotten better, Hopkins' target share has gone down week to week. He doesn't have a game this year with more than 100 receiving yards, but some people in the community are probably going to say that he's going to be getting shadowed by Jalen Ramsey, but the Rams haven't really used Jalen Ramsey as a shadow corner. The Rams secondary has actually allowed 21.8 fantasy points per game this season, which is actually pretty bad. Looking at on the Rams side, I know everybody's going to play some Cooper Kupp, but we got to show some Odell Beckham love, man. The Rams have gave life back to Odell Beckham's football career, man. Since joining the Rams, he's had 9 catches for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns, scoring back-to-back weeks for the first time since 2019, weeks 16 and 17. In hindsight, he scored more touchdown passes with Stafford in this short, brief time than he did with Mayfield over there in Cleveland. The Rams currently rank 3rd in passing yards, 2nd in passing touchdowns in the NFL so far. So if this game turns into a shootout, don't be shocked if you see a vintage Odell Beckham Jr. game on national television. But the last guy that we're going to be looking at here, Darrell Henderson is expected not to suit up for tonight's game. So we're looking at Sony Michel, $7,200, $12,000 over there on Fanduel. Sony Michel absolutely smashed last week, carrying the ball for 24 times, 121 yards on the ground, and a touchdown. Even though, he hasn't really been used in the passing game prior days over there in New England. He was used last week in the passing game, 3 catches for 8 yards. Volume kind of trumps the matchup, especially in fantasy. I can't help but not play Michel, considering the volume that he's going to have in this Rams offense. But if you like this video, make sure you hit the bell notification so you get notified for all of our live videos on Pop Sports Radio. But till next time.
Where's the bang bang, Preston? Come on.
I can't breathe. Pub Sports Radio. Come find